Welcome to our 2023 Road Safety Awards. This is epitomized by the FSA, or the Fleet Safety Awards, that we have now run in the second year. 2022 was immensely successful. We had over 110 participants, and this year we're looking to double that number. But as has been the case in other instances, we've shared some of the thoughts from our partners and future partners, and we have today an opportunity just to elaborate and find out why persons who have got a good record in road safety would participate and support an event such as that. We have joining us today Nduduzo Chala. He is the Managing Executive of SATMC. Ndu, please do join us and let's discuss the matter. Yeah, Ndu, thank you very much for joining us. But just help me, please. Just explain a little bit about SATMC, please.
SATMC is the South African Tire Manufacturers Conference. So we are an industry association that looks after the interest of the 4 local tire manufacturers. So that is Bridgestone South Africa, Continental South Africa, Goodyear, and also Sumitomo Rubber South Africa. So we get involved in trade policy discussions on their behalf, representing them, economic also discussions, environmental policies and tire regulations that affect the tire manufacturers.
Interesting. I don't know if you've got the answer just off the top of your head. How many tires are sold in South Africa every year? Do you know?
Plus minus, I think it's about a 12 million tires market. Those are the tires that get sold in South Africa.
Actually, that's fascinating. Now, may I just ask you a question? We've taken you on board as an EC partner, which means you have VIP status, all right? Why would you, a company, an organization that is committed to road safety, why do you feel the need or recognize the need to support an award such as this?
I mean, being a tire organization and representing the manufacturers, one of our priority elements is actually tire safety. As the SATMC and also all of our members. I mean, I think you would know, Eugene, that the tire is the most safety critical component in a vehicle, because that's what makes us move on the road and touches the tar. And the safety elements that come with it are quite critical. And for us, I think it's an exciting opportunity to have partnered with Master Drive in talking about and bringing the awareness of tire and road safety. And I think it's one of the elements that we always try to ensure that we collaborate with organizations such as yourselves to bring, that safety discussion, and so that people can, always think of safety when they enter their vehicles. Because I mean, in South Africa, every year it's 12,000 or more road carnages that result in deaths. So, I mean, we have to then, fight to the cause, and we were glad to partner with Master Drive.
Can I just maybe reiterate that number that you mentioned? Department of Transport tells us between 15 and 16,000 people who die on our roads. Can I just use this analogy for anybody who's looking at this? That's the amount of people who would die if a jumbo jet crashed every 10 days in South Africa. Can you imagine that? So road safety is critical. So that leads me to the next observation. You're an organization that's committed. How do you think other organizations who have same value system of yours, maybe not quite up to scratch as yet, how can they benefit from partnering with other organizations or participating in an event such as this?
I mean, Eugene, I think let's look at it in this way and personalize it a bit to say we ourselves, even as part of organizations, are always on the roads ourselves with our families, with our kids. And I think it's not necessarily an organizational thing. So this thing needs to be in the DNA of a human being, in actual fact, to want to partner and want to, collaborate in such, I think, events or such initiatives that will bring, safety to the fore. And again, I think I would say the more companies, organizations, or individuals that partner with, let's say, the likes of Master Drive, the likes of the SATMC, and any other, organization that, pushes safety, I think it'll be great in that message will then go across to everyone, and that awareness, and we limit, I mean, we're never gonna, decrease it to a zero effect, but limiting it to numbers that can, because one life is already too many. So, I mean, the more we get on board, the more I think that message can go out.
I don't know if you're aware of the fact that I think the latest projected cost to the fiscus is just under 200 billion a year. Now, can you imagine if we reduce that just by 10%? 2 billion could be pumped into the medical, into education, and all sorts of things like that. So let's not see it as just a good initiative. And thank you for using that word, because that's what it is. It's a life-saving opportunity. Now, I know that the organizations such as yourself, and just to give an indication of the commitment of some organizations, last year we had 110 entries. This year we got 250 plus. Now, that's an indication of the people who are coming on board and embracing this initiative. So again, it's a very big thank you to you for joining us. Just a question to you. Now, you've made the decision and you've partially covered it, but what advice could you give to other organizations out there that feel the same passion as what you and I do about road safety?
I'll keep it short and simple, Eugene, to say, I mean, this year you've gotten 250. I'm expecting that organizations, come on board, and next year we double it. So every single year, let's double that so that it shows the commitment that we have on road safety, on safety, and also, doing the right thing. And it's not only government that needs to do it. We as private organizations, private citizens need to jump on board.
Thank you for that, because, I must just put into perspective, Department of Transport, that is the custodian of road safety. They look after ships, air travel, roads, and rail, of which roads is a small part. So we can't expect them to be able to deliver on all things as well as what we maybe would hope. But I believe that you and I, as corporate South Africa, can take the lead and set an example to road users out there and invite others to follow our lead. And that, I trust, will be something good. Now, in 30 words or less, because you're a man of many words, what's your parting message, please, Ndu?
Thank you, Eugene. And again, thank you and well done to Master Drive. Great initiatives that SATMC is proud and honored to be part of. And I look forward to this year's iteration of the Fleet Awards. Thank you.
We're going to see you on the 7th. So thank you very much for participating. We're going to say thank you. And I just want to give a wrap up again as a reminder to everybody. There's prizes up to 100,000 Rand for grabs. You can't enter and do, by the way, because you're not a fleet manager. There's additional categories. We have light commercial, medium commercial, and heavy commercial. And then there's a prize for the road warrior that could equal 30,000 Rand. So collectively, we're giving away a lot, and we trust that organizations out there, and if you are one of them that's viewing this, please do join us, because we would like you to be part of the solution and not the problem. So until we see you at FSA in September at Automechanica, a goodbye.